It's Tuesday, May 21st. I'm the Prez. It's my last day of being 49 years old. He's Carmine, Bianco, Alex B. Smith with us, and this, my friends, is PuckTime, where we talk hockey and nothing else. What's up with the Julio Jones shirt?
It's the end of the cycle. You know what I mean? But no, this is. I promised one of the viewers there I would wear the Julio Jones today. So good old Trent, our buddy Trent, he's a big Falcons fan, so I figured I'd wear it for him. It's also red because I'll be watching the Canada-USA World Hockey Championships game today at 2:15 Eastern time. So go Canada. And I'm 11-4 with World Hockey Championship games so far.
Wow, good stuff, Carm.
Nice.
How you doing, Alex B. Smith? What's up?
Doing better than last week. Last week traveled and got sick. And, finally recovered from all that. That's why I hate traveling. You go in the airports and you catch whatever, and it's just a mess. But doing better well now, and looking forward to tonight's game. And it might be the end of this series, or we might have one more on Thursday. But we're so close to the Stanley Cup Final, which is coming around the corner.
Lots going on today, listeners. Obviously, Alex and Carm on PuckTime. We have Teddy on, Drew Martin and Dave Koken on First Pitch, and Tony on Morning Joe. Also, I watched the movie Vice last night, the Dick Cheney story. It was a masterpiece. It was unbelievable. I mean, it was so well done with so much humor involved. I could not recommend that movie any more. Either of you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. It's on my list to check out. Coming up soon, but I definitely want to check it out.
Too much work, not enough time. I spent 3 hours watching Avengers. I wish I could have got that 3 hours back. It's just a little too long for me. I can't sit in a theater for 3 hours unless there's alcohol being served. But it was still good nonetheless. But I will catch Vice on you. You've never put me wrong on recommendations for movies and stuff. So I'll take that one in.
Well, Vice is just mind blowing. I mean, the acting, Christian Bale's acting job is ridiculous, and so is Sam Rockwell playing George Bush. Although, boy, do they make George Bush look like a puppet moron in that movie. I'm sure they took liberties. Boys, let's go on, Carm.
Oh, you say, listen, I'll send you a message tomorrow, but welcome to the 50s club, my friend.
Hey, I'm 49.
Yeah, well, 50 tomorrow, buddy.
Tomorrow isn't here, and I haven't made it yet.
One day at a time, right?
Yeah. St. Louis Blues tonight, elimination game to close out San Jose and meet Boston in the Stanley Cup Finals. I think a Stanley Cup Finals the NHL would dream of having. Two tight-checking, slow-paced teams should be really great hockey. With that said, St. Louis still is to win. They're minus 165 tonight. Absolutely huge favorite. The over and under is 5.5. And Alex, I'll go to you first. What do you like in this game?
Well, it's an elimination game, and that's the trend this year has been elimination games, betting them over the total in the third period. 11-5 in the 16 elimination games we've had this postseason. The price isn't too crazy. It's still around minus 170, minus 175. We've seen teams get behind or kind of lag by a goal or so. You pull the goal a little bit early. You see extra goals. We've seen even without the empty net goal really in the third period, we've just seen a lot of scoring early in the third to dictate pace and then eventually cash that number 1.5. So that's what I'm rolling with again here tonight. It's gonna be a tight game, I think, early, and we've seen this trend as well where we've seen maybe that first period over doesn't cash. It's a 1-0 or scoreless game after 20 minutes. Things start to settle and really break apart in the second, and then of course, like I said, third period, either get early scoring or late scoring with that empty net goal possibly coming to play that earlier empty net. So that's what I'm rolling with here. I'm not touching anything with the side. I do feel as if the Blues have the edge being at home, getting ready to finally wrap this series up. And should they win tonight or win in Game 7 and they move on to play Boston, we have to keep count of how many times we're going to see Bobby Orr flying through the screen, because that was the last time that the St. Louis Blues made it to the Stanley Cup Final, that 1970 series, of course, where Bobby Orr ended with that miraculous goal that became a statue in Boston.
I am looking right at it, bro. Carmine, it went over 2 goals in the third period last game. I had the over last game. I lost. I'm 5-1 on the series. What do you like in this game?
I like the Blues, but it's such a big price right now to lay, considering I don't think we've seen at any point during this series a 165. I don't think actually the Blues, I'd have to look at it, but this whole playoff, this whole playoff season, let's call it, have been that high a price, whether at home or away. So it's a little high. I think the books are looking at it and looking at the last couple of games. But listen, the Blues have
we are listening.
Listen. The Blues have responded just the way I thought they would after that Game 3 debacle in overtime with the hand pass. They could have rolled over. They literally have come out 7-1. They've outscored the Sharks over the last 2 games. They've shut down Couture, who's having a fantastic playoff season. I think he leads in both points and goals the NHL playoffs. And I wanted to say that maybe the Sharks long playoffs, they've gone 2 Game 7s. Maybe it's wearing on them, but the Blues did the same thing, 6 games in the first series, 7 in the second. So I just think, those 2 games, those 2 series against Colorado where it was a fast-paced, up and down kind of series. The one against Vegas, which was a similar type of series. Maybe that's worn on the Sharks now. They look flat they look flat in that 5-0 beating that they took at home. The 2-1 was one of those workman-like games. I think it's the end of the line tonight, I think, for the Sharks. Unless they somehow find a way to extend this series, I just don't see it happening. I've got some prop bets on goal scorers, and they're all St. Louis players. Perron plus 190. Schwartz, who's having a great playoffs.
About to pass Brett Hull for most goals scored by the Blues in the playoffs. And the craziest thing is, he did not have a great regular season and has a very low goal-to-shot percentage.
Yeah, it's like you said, I think he's 2 points back overall for points in the playoffs. He's got 16, and Hull had, 18, I think?
Oh, on points. I'm talking about goals.
Yeah, points. On goals. So maybe he gets one tonight to close it out. Overall, in the grand scheme of things for the playoffs, I'm happy because I've got a big bet on the Blues to win the Cup at 14-1. So it's looking pretty good right now, and I'll wait till if they close it out tonight, I'll wait for the series place against the Bruins to come out, and then decide if I'll hedge there as well. I'm all about protecting your bankroll, right? So 14-1, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to hedge that out.
Yeah, you think? He's Carmine Bianco. I'm the Prez. I've got a play up tonight in the San Jose game. You can get it at WagerTalk.com. So does Carm at WagerTalk.com as well. And Alex, did you release one for the customers?
Yes, I do. I play up at sportsmoment.com. One thing I do want to mention, too, I tweeted it out after Game 5. I mentioned 4 players to look for should it be Boston and St. Louis in the Stanley Cup Final. To circle would be Tuukka Rask, Jordan Bennington, David Pastrnak, and Jaden Schwartz, as you mentioned. Those are 4 guys I would probably have some small plays on to win the Conn Smythe. I think, obviously, when you talk about any series, you want to look at, obviously, the goalies who've both been tremendous, but you want to circle that top player. And I think Pastrnak would get the nod over Marchand just because, the kind of controversy that Marchand's had over his career, it's kind of a little hard to see, even though he's had a great postseason as well, if he gets the nod for the Conn Smythe Trophy. So I think Pastrnak would be a good bet to look at if those numbers pop up tomorrow, with the series wrapped up possibly tonight.
Yeah, I agree with Alex, especially when it comes to Tuukka Rask. He's been unbelievable in the playoffs this year, and he's actually a goalie who the Bruins could lose in let's call it 6 or 7 games, and he could still win the Conn Smythe as the best player. He's been phenomenal. It would be a great playoff one, but hey, let's not put the cart before the horse. Let's see what happens tonight. I'm looking forward to tonight's game. So
I'm looking forward to tonight's game. I'm looking forward to the Raptors game, and I'm looking forward to my personal game because I'm going to be on the ice at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Playoffs?
No, Summer League. I play a lot of hockey.
I'm off to Vegas in a couple days, and the great thing is win tonight on 2 accounts. Number 1, I'm a Raptors fan, but number 2 is it means that I'll get to sit in a sports book in Vegas Thursday and Saturday night and watch the Raptors, or Saturday evening, whatever they call it, because it'll be like a 5:30 game, and then do some dinner. But yeah, Milwaukee's actually favored tonight, which I'm a little surprised. The Raptors went from -2, I think. Raptors are favored in Game 3 to 2.5-point dog in Game 4.
Yeah,
so.
+3 right now. Boys, we got to go. I got to get Tony on to talk exactly this. No puck time tomorrow. There's no hockey games in play. So I'll email out for the next hockey game. And be well, take care, and thanks for joining us. Listeners, make sure to check out First Pitch with Drew Martin and Dave Koken, and Morning Joe with Tony and myself. Be well, everybody.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.